wonderful weekend and very lovely Mother's Day. This week, my classes, the theme of my classes is Dharma. Dharma, finding our life purpose. I was thinking about everything that's going on in the world and this really important yogic concept, yogic idea about how we all have gifts and talents and they're very unique to us, and that really one of our purposes for being here in the first place is to A, tap into that purpose, and B, to create with our gifts, our talents for the highest good. All right, so let me share a little bit about Dharma. We'll sit up nice and tall and let the shoulders draw down. Let the ribs draw down, draw the navel in, lift the pelvic floor. The word Dharma comes from the Sanskrit word dri, which means to hold, to maintain, or to preserve. In the early Vedas and other ancient texts, Dharma referred to the cosmic law that created the ordered universe from chaos. Later, it was applied to other contexts, including human behaviors and ways of living that prevent society, family, and nature from descending into chaos. This included the concepts of duty, rights, and morally appropriate behavior, and so Dharma came to be understood as a means to preserve and maintain righteousness. On an individual level, Dharma can refer to a personal mission or purpose. According to the Bhagavad Gita, it is better to do your own Dharma poorly than to do another's well. If an individual is following their Dharma, they are pursuing their truest calling and serving all other beings in the universe by playing their true role. The implication of Dharma is that there is a right or true way for each person to carry out their life in order to serve both themselves and others. Dharma is closely related to the concepts of duty and selfless service. In Sanskrit, that's called seva, S-E-V-A, and is therefore a fundamental principle of yoga. Although it can be a challenging concept to grasp since there is no single word English translation, a close adaptation is right way of living. The result of living in this right way is believed to be self-realization and enlightenment. Above all, when your life is aligned with your Dharma, it brings a sense of joy and fulfillment. All right, let's do some breath work. Eyes open or eyes closed. Again, straight spine, anchored sits bones, tips of the shoulder blades drawing together. And we'll take a few cleansing breaths. Take a deep breath in with your mouth closed. Exhale, open the mouth and sigh. Take a deep breath in and exhale, let it go. Let's take one more deep breath in and exhale, let it go. All right, we're gonna wet the lips and take the tongue to the palate, the space behind the teeth, Ujjayi Pranayama. Let's take one more breath like that. And then pause and align the spine. Open your eyes for a moment and we'll come back to Chandra Vedana. So we're very familiar with the alternate nostril breath, but we can also tap into different channels, different energies in a similar way. And sometimes we want to tap into the energy of the sun, Surya Vedana, other times the energy of the moon, lunar, the Chandra Vedana. And today we're actually going to flow through Chandra Namaskar, which is the moon salutation. There's multiple versions of this. We'll do a particular version of this Chandra Namaskar. So let's do Chandra, moon, lunar Vedana. So take your right hand and let your middle finger and index finger fold up. Now you're gonna place those two fingers on your third eye, and then we're gonna use the right ring finger and the right thumb to tap into the left channel, Chandra, the moon, the lunar aspect of our nature, of our brain. So let's seal the right channel, the right nostril closed with your right thumb. Keep your mouth closed. Inhale on the left side. Seal the left side closed with your right ring finger. Hold the breath. Exhale on the right. Close the right nostril. Inhale on the left. Close the left nostril. Exhale on the right. Close the right nostril. Inhale on the left. Close the left nostril. Exhale on the right. Close the right nostril. Inhale on the left. Close the left nostril. Exhale on the right. Now just let your right hand come down for a moment. You might need to sniff a little bit. And let's do one more set, a round of that, but now I'm going to do it without so much instruction so you can just tap into it. All right, we've done this before. We're just circling back, but let's start middle finger, index finger to the center of your third eye, the forehead. We'll use the right ring finger and thumb. Take the right thumb, seal the right nostril closed, keep the mouth closed, inhale on the left side, seal the left channel closed, hold the breath, exhale on the right. Now on your own, inhale left, exhale right. Finish a complete round. And then just let your right hand come down. Align your spine, engage your core. I'm going to share with you ways to find this Dharma, this life purpose, and it's a lifelong journey. Here are some tips. Pay attention to synchronicity. Life is very good at guiding you if you just pay attention. Notice what or who keeps showing up in your life. If someone or something shows up over and over again, it's likely that person or thing is tied to your Dharma. Follow callings. Callings are those things you feel deep inside guiding you that don't necessarily make sense to anyone but you. You feel a direction to do something, but it's not through your mind. These callings are preparation for your personal Dharma. Know when it's time to go. If you are feeling like it's time to move on, then it probably is time to move on. Your mind might be fighting you, but your soul does know best. Be aware that it's not linear. The path to your personal Dharma may, in fact, feel like a spiral. Just when you think you've gotten there, you find yourself spinning deeper into some aspect. It helps to surrender into the notion that the journey isn't always forward. Make friends with the illogical. It's important to know that your Dharma is not necessarily coming from a rational place. If you are trying to over mastermind it, if you will probably drive yourself crazy and your Dharma will feel even further away. Have a practice that connects you to a greater source, whether it's yoga, meditation, painting, walking in the woods. It's important to connect with a source greater than you, because that's where the information about your Dharma lies, and that's where you'll find support to step into it. Look at people you admire. The people you admire tend to represent the greater aspects of you. Put on your detective hat. This can give you clues to your personal Dharma. Take it seriously, but be lighthearted about it. If you take discovering your Dharma too seriously, you may not actually be able to see it. It helps to have a light touch. Have the courage, I just love this, to walk into the mystery. If you are committed to discovering your Dharma, you'll need to call in a higher level of trust. And finally, allow breathing space. Your Dharma is not something you can catch. You need to take steps, take leaps, and then let yourself breathe. Patience is an absolute necessity. Let's open up the eyes, and we'll take a moment to come onto our backs, and we're going to use our block here. I forgot to tell you, we need blocks. And put my playlist on, Wake Up World, if you'd like to listen. Okay, so our first posture will be on our back. Just have a block nearby. All right, so come onto your back. And just kind of settle in here for a moment. Feel your feet. The soles of each foot, the heel of each foot. The 5 toes on either side. The back of your skull. The back of your shoulders. Your hands wherever you're placing them. Let's just bring the tongue to the palate again. And we'll breathe in and out of the nose. We'll take another 2 breaths here. And now from here, let's take a supported shoulder stand. If you regularly practice shoulder stand and you'd like to take that instead, you'll take that traditional shoulder stand. Otherwise, press down into your feet, lift your hips up. Now you're bringing your block either on its flat side underneath your glutes, your gluteus maximus, or you can ride your spine with this block on the narrow side. Or if you want to come into the tall position, come way up onto your toes, lift your heels, and then put the block on its tallest side. This will, you'll have to work a little more to maintain your balance here, but do something that feels relaxing. So we're just tapping in, getting started, connecting the dots. If you kind of interlace your hands around the block and then pick up your feet and then let your feet come up. Now, you don't have to have your legs in a straight line. They can be more on a diagonal. If you have the tall position, you probably want them more in a straight line because you might lose your balance. Let's take 10 breaths here. You could just close the mouth and breathe in and out of the nose. Or come back to Ujjayi Pranayama. That's 5 breaths. Let's take 5 full inhales and exhales more. Good. From here, we're going to start to transition, so let your knees bend and take it slowly. So be mindful. It's cultivating the spaces between the postures. Now, as your feet touch the ground, release your hands off around the block or your interlace, and then we'll just take this block and move it out to the side. And step your feet to the edges of your mat. We're going to bend the elbows to cactus elbows. Engage the core muscles, especially draw the navel toward the mat, and then drop your knees to the left. Draw the knees up. Let's take an inhale and then exhale, draw the knees to the right. Draw the knees up. We'll take an inhale, exhale, the knees to the left. Draw the knees up, take an inhale, exhale, the knees to the right. Come back to center, bring your feet in, pick up your feet, Give yourself an embrace and rock a bit from side to side. Press the back body down. And then make cactus elbows again if it's available. If it's not, put your arms in a different position. Pull the navel in, drop your knees to the left. Pull both knees up. Take an inhale, exhale, drop the knees to the right. Pull the knees to center. Give yourself a hug. Rock from side to side. Anything that's on the surface, there could be a lot we're storing. We want to let those emotions, energy and motion flow through us. All right, and then we'll rock up. Cross your ankles, place one ankle in front of the other, and we'll come to Sukhasana. Let the shoulders draw down, pull the navel in, and then lift the arms up. Take the right hand to the left thigh, left fingertips behind you. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull the navel in and twist. Lift the arms up. Let's take the left hand to the right thigh, right fingertips behind us. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull the navel in and turn and twist. Lift the arms up. Take the right hand to the left thigh. We'll take a deep breath into the belly. Pull the navel in and twist. Lift the arms up. Bring the left hand down to the right thigh, right hand behind you. Deep breath in. Pull the navel in and turn. Come back to center and uncross your ankles rather. Again, sit up really nice and tall and anchor yourself down. Pull the navel in and up, lift the pelvic floor, slide the ribs down. Now let your chest come forward, and you can have your eyes open or closed for this. Just take some seated circles. Just kind of getting into the pelvis, the hips. It kind of feels nice on the intercostals and the sides of the waistband and the shoulders, the chest. Good, now go the other way. So this energy of creation flows, right? So we have to try to step into the mystery and the flow. Good, and then let's come up to seated and uncross your ankles. And we're gonna come into a tabletop position. All right, from here, keep the arms strong and straight. Drop the belly, melt the heart, cow pose. Exhale, round the back, cats. Let's move just behind our breath. Good, now come to neutral. Touch your big toes together, wide knees. Let's take a child's pose and just reach forward. Stretch your hands out and drop your forehead down. Let the head lift. We're gonna come into tabletop. And we'll take a warm-up down dog. You can stay in table or walk your hands forward a few inches or your knees back a few inches, but ground. Claw the fingertips into the ground. Suction your hands, engage your core. Take an inhale, and on the exhalation, lift your hips up and back. Maybe just widen your feet for this first one. Give yourself some extra space. We'll lift the heels up and exhale, stretch the heels down. Inhale up and exhale down. Let's do that again. Mindfully lift the heels up and exhale the heels down. Step your feet a little bit in, more like hip width apart, and then let's look to the top of the mat and step in. Wrap the hands around the hips, elbows draw together, and lift up. Palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. Press down into the feet, reach the arms up. Grab the left wrist, lengthen, side bend to the right. Come back to center, separate the hands, grab the right wrist, let's side bend to the left. Come back to center, hinge from the hips. Halfway down, Ardha Uttanasana, or all the way down, Uttanasana. And here, again, wider feet is gonna help your back and your hamstrings. If you're feeling tight this morning, you could put your hands on a couple of blocks. Should be up here anyway. So we inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Just stay for a couple moments here. Perhaps a few cleansing breaths. And then we'll let the hands walk to the hips and come up to standing. Reach up, palms together and hands stick back to the heart center. Press down into the feet, reach the arms up. Grab the right wrist, lengthen, side bend to the left. Come back to center, separate the hands. Grab the left wrist, side bend to the right. Come back to center, hinge from the hips. Ardha Uttanasana or Uttanasana. Lengthen monkey. Touch the ground or use your block. Step straight back with your left foot. We're going to bring the left knee down, engage the core, and reach the arms up. Hug the muscles to the bones in the side back bend. Neutralize the spine, touch the ground, pick up the left knee, elevate, stretch. Step the left foot in to meet the right. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Now we're going to step the right foot straight back. Look up, lengthen. Let the right knee come down, engage, stamp into the left toe, reach the arms up. Let's do the back bend here. Neutralize the spine, touch the ground, pick up the right knee, elevate, and step the right foot next to the left. Take a couple of extra breaths. Inhale, lengthen. Touch the ground, step the left foot straight back. Bring the knee down, deep hip flexor stretch, and cushion your knee if you need some extra cushion. Touch the blocks or the ground to lengthen through the crown of the head. You're going to straighten your right leg and come into half splits. Again, use blocks. If you're not touching ground, I like the left toes curled. Play around with that and decide how does that feel sturdy for you. We can inhale, lengthen, and now exhale, bow, bringing your chest towards your thighs. Press against the ground or the blocks. Now take your right foot and turn it on a slight angle. Bring your hands or your hands and your blocks forward. And we're going to come into lizard lunge. So right foot will turn on a slight angle. You can bring your arms down, forearms down into lizard lunge and use blocks or no blocks. And if your knee is bothering you, pick your knee up and you'll stretch that way instead. Another breath or two here. Let's bring the right foot to parallel. Reframe the right foot. Take an inhale. We're going to pick up this left knee and step your left foot forward. Now swap things out. You're going to step your right leg straight back and look up. Good. Bring the knee down into the steep hip flexor stretch. So preparing, opening, hip flexors, hamstrings, hips. And then walk the block with the hands and the blocks back and pull up the left toes, press to the bottom of the left big toe. Take an inhale, lengthen, and exhale, bow, chest towards your thigh. Good. We'll inhale, lengthen, walk forward. Left foot turning on a slight angle, forearms coming down into lizard lunge. Inner left thigh hugs your left shoulder. So there's still this structure, the muscles hugging to the bones on your hips. The gluteus medius, those muscles that are stabilizers, giving structure to our pose of flexibility. Good, now let's bring this left foot to parallel. Hands frame the left foot, pick up the knee, and step in with your back foot. Rise all the way up, palms together, and hands to heart. Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. So here, press down into the feet, reach the arms up, exhale, hinge from the hips, halfway down or all the way down. Inhale, lengthen. Soften knees, step back, top of a push-up, plank pose, and squeeze inner arms together. Chaturanga Dandasana, rock forward, bend the knees or lower straight down. Come into Sphinx, Cobra, high cobra or up dog. So we'll take a back bend. And then lift the hips up and back into down dog. And breathe. Take an inhale, lift your heels as you exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up, palms together and hands to heart. Let's go again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold halfway down or all the way down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Into Bhujangasana or another variation. Up and over the toes into Adho Mukha Shavasana, down dog. Look up, lift the heels, step or float to the front of the mat. Monkey stretch, fold forward, rise up, palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. Picking up your left heel, let's step straight back. And we're gonna take a wide-legged position with our feet. Toes are slightly in, heels are turning slightly out, pelvic floor is engaged. Ribs down, navel in, pelvic floor lifts, arms reach up. Grab the left wrist, lengthen, side bend to the right. Come back to center, separate the hands, grab the right wrist, side bend to the left. Come back to center, open the arms wide. Let's take our left foot, turn it. And left heel is gonna intersect the right heel or the right ball mount. Kind of organize for your own body, how it feels just right. Press down into all four corners of your feet. Draw the navel in and up. Now bring the left forearm on your left thigh. We're gonna dip the right fingertips down and then stretch the right arm up and over the ear. Pull the right arm around and let's do it again. So you drop down and then stretch up and over. We'll do that one more time. Drop down and come up and over and hold. Spin the heart open. Lift the left arm off of your thigh, both arms reaching to your left foot. Rise up, open the arms. Flip open the left hand, reverse the warrior. Open the arms out from the feet, straighten your left leg. Stretch to the left, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Rise up and bend the left knee. Straighten the left leg, left foot will turn in, right foot turning in the opposite direction. Find your foundation, your knees over your ankle, your feet are powerful. Your gaze, your drishti could be over your right middle finger. Now bring the right forearm to the right thigh. Take the left arm out and drop the left hand to the floor, and let's take a side angle prep variation. Now bring the arm around and we're gonna come through. Bring the arm around and let's come through. Engage. Powerful legs, lift the right arm off of your thigh. Lift the arms up. Open the arms out. Reverse the warrior. Open the arms out. Straighten the right leg. Lateral stretch the right core activated. Right hand below the right knee or all the way touching the ground, or put a block underneath your fingertips. Your gaze could be straight ahead to the left middle finger, maybe to the right big toe. Let's rise up and bend the right knee. Straighten the right leg, right foot pulls in, left foot turns. Bend the knee, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Pull the arms behind you. Bend the elbows, stretch the knuckles towards your right heel. Let's bow, humble. Warrior will fold. Rise back up. Open the arms out. Reverse the warrior. Let the arms widen. Straighten the left leg. Stretch to the left. Triangle pose. Rise back up. Bend the left knee, warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Left foot turns in. Right foot turns in the opposite direction. Warrior two. Pull the arms behind you. Bend the elbows. Stretch the knuckles to the floor. Turn. Humble warrior. Fold and breathe. Press down into the floor. Open the arms out. Reverse the warrior. Open the arms out. Straighten the right leg. Stretch to the right. Triangle pose. Rise back up. Bend the right knee. Straighten the right leg. We're going to pull the Right foot in, left foot's already turned in, and come in to about 2 feet apart. Take your toes out, heels in, and we're gonna come into goddess pose. Lift the pelvic floor, pull the navel center in and up. And now drop your right shoulder toward your left thigh. Do a little twist, this is good for your upper back. The thoracic spine, now come back to center, left shoulder right. Also good for your pelvic floor. Come back to center, right shoulder, left thigh. Come back to center, left shoulder, right thigh. Come back to center, now straighten the legs. Let's take the feet wide. Let the arms extend, pull the arms behind you. Then the elbows, stretch the knuckles to the floor, thighs roll back, pelvic floor is lifted, and then hinge from the hips. We'll take this wide-legged forward fold with a bind. And take your time here and breathe. Let the hands come to your low back. We're going to touch the ground. And then take your left foot, turn it on a slight angle, and walk on a diagonal. We'll take these lunging side angle stretches. Such good preparation for the Chandra Namaskar we're going to do. Lock the hands in and come through the center. Now let's go the other way. Right foot's going to turn, and we're just going to take that lunging side angle stretch. A lot of deep breath. Exhalations. Lift the head, let's come back to center. Let's go again, left foot turning. We're gonna take the lunging side angle stretch. Lift the head, come back to the center. One more time, let's take the lunging side angle stretch. Sometimes I've heard that the Sanskrit is almost like a lunging down dog. Come back in and bring your right foot in, your left foot in. Now crouching tigers. Left foot turns, you can keep your right foot parallel, or if it's available, pick up your right toes. All right, maybe bring your hands off the ground if you can. Bring your hands down. Go the other way, right foot turning, your foot on the left side, honoring your own body. Come back to center. All right, let's walk the hands to the hips, pull the elbows in and rise up. Good, and heel toe your feet together. All right, shake that off. All right. All right, on or off of your mat, we're going to take a bind, arm position here, the cow face, Gomukhasana. Take the right arm underneath the left and press the arms away. Now I'm going to add in some hip flexor stretches. So what we're going to do is pick up your right leg and extend the leg, flex the foot, and I just want you to swing, find a gaze point and swing that right leg back and forth. This is accomplishing quite a few things. It's core, stretching our hip flexors, and we're opening up the shoulders. Good, now pick up your right knee and cross your right ankle over your left knee and sit. Coming into a standing seated pigeon. If you want more, unwrap your hands and see, can you take your right elbow to your right foot? Come back up and straighten the leg and uncross and just be playful. All right, now we're gonna go the other way. So open the arms out, left arm underneath the right. We were gonna engage our core muscles. Pick up our left foot and stretch your leg out, find a drishti gaze point. And then swing your leg back and go just nice and slow. And we'll pick up the left ankle, cross it over the right knee, find a gaze point, a drishti. Feel free to stay here or uncross your hands. Left elbow coming to the left foot in a twist. And come back up and uncross. Good, shake that all off. Grab a quick sip of water and then we'll keep going. All right, so from the top of your mat, we'll find our feet, mountain pose. Stand tall. Let's bring the hands in front of the heart center and just kind of tap in for a couple breaths. So this idea that we all are multi-talented, but there are probably a few things that we're exceptionally gifted at, a talent that we have, and it might not be the obvious. Let's press into the feet, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips halfway down or all the way down. Lengthen monkey. Touch the ground, step back with the left foot. We're gonna bring the left knee down, engage the core, stretch the arms up. Let's take a back bend here. Neutralize the spine, touch the ground. Seek the left knee back and take half splits unless you're working into a deeper expression. Really press through the ball mount of your right big toe. You could put a block underneath your pubic bone if you're kind of getting close. And then let's come to half splits. Place the right foot flat, pick up the left knee. Send the left foot flat and we're rising up into Virabhadrasana 1. Hug the muscles to the bones, pull the navel in. Let's pull the arms behind us, then the elbows, stretch the knuckles toward the back heel and pull. Rise back up and lift the arms up. Touch the ground on both sides. Roll off the left heel, plank pose. Chaturanga Dandasana. Into down dog. Then we'll stay for a couple moments here. Step into the right foot, left foot lifts. Pull the knee to center and step through with the left foot. You're gonna bring your right knee down. Give yourself some cushion. Engage your core, reach the arms up, hug the muscles to the bones, back bend. Neutralize the spine, touch the ground. Sneak your right knee back and take half splits unless you're working deeper. Let's trim that up to half splits. And then come to warrior 1. Left foot flattens, right knee lifts, and your right foot flat. And rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. And breathe. Let the arms come behind you, then the elbows stretch the knuckles toward the back heel, humble warrior. Rising back up, reach the arms up, touch the ground. Roll up the right heel, we're gonna step in and come into Malasana. Take your toes out, heels in, and we'll come into Malasana, the squat. Press your palms together, lift your pelvic floor. Another breath there. Touch the ground, and then bring your feet together. Let's take a few extra breaths here. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, bow. If there's a flourish you want to put on that forward fold, you're feeling more open. Widen your feet if you need more space. Focus on your exhalations. And then we'll bring the hands to the hips and come up. Reach up, palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart. Press down into the feet, reach up. Hinge halfway down or all the way down. Lengthen monkey. Now stop, soften knees. We're going to take the left leg straight back. Take the left hand to the ground, reach and stretch the right arm up. So let's revolve here. Bring the right hand down. Now we'll transition to pyramid and pyramid twist. So widen the right foot, step in about a foot, and give yourself enough space. We'll drag the right hip crease back, pull the navel in. We want to touch the ground. So if putting your hands on the ground, you cannot straighten your right leg, then give yourself some extra length to make that happen. All right. Inhale, look up, and exhale, bow. Let's fold into ourselves and hug the outer hip muscles in. Strong exhalations. I think in this journey of finding our Dharma, we have to say yes more. Let's take another moment, another breath. And then twisting, Parita Trikonasana, left hand on the block of the floor, right thumb to your hip. Pull the navel in, turn from deep in your low left belly across to your right armpit and extend through your right arm. Bring the right hand down. I'm gonna pivot the left foot to parallel and walk your right foot to the center of your mat. Now pull your left knee behind your right thigh. And we're gonna come into a seated twist here. All right, let's see, we'll bring the right hand behind us, left arm up, left elbow to the right thigh, lift the chin, the sternum. Inhale, fill the belly up with a deep breath, and exhale, pull the navel in and twist. Inhale, deep breath in, exhale, pull the navel in and turn and twist. Unwind to center, and let's see, we're gonna take our hands over to the left, and I just want you to take like a little stretch here. Try to keep your right foot flat on the ground. I feel like this releases our outer hip there. Lift your head and come back in, and let's uncross our thighs. Keep your feet about hip width apart, hands 6 to 8 inches behind you on blocks or the ground, and we'll take an inverted half table. You can look up or you can look at your knees. Good. Sit down. Now let's come up and over our toes, and we're gonna do the reverse forward fold. So press down into the floor, let your hips lift up. And then stretch here. In your version, you can hold the backs of your knees or hold your elbows forward. Just stay for a few moments here with me. And then we'll bring the hands to the hips and come up. Reach up, palms together. Let's do the other side, and then we'll move to Chandra Namaskar. All right, so top of the mat. Get grounded, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, halfway down or all the way down. Then we'll inhale, monkey. And then touching the ground, let's step the right foot straight back with the sternum. Keep the right hand on the ground and stretch the left arm up. So we'll take this revolved runner's lunge. Bring the left hand down. Transition to pyramid poses. So widen the left foot. Let's step the right foot in. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, bow. And breathe. We'll add the twist, right hand to the floor or block. Left thumb to your hip crease, deep core work here, and extending. Once we have that twist in the deep part of our core and our center, bring the left hand down. I'm gonna pivot the right foot to parallel, walk the left foot over, and let's bring the right knee behind the left. Left hand behind us, right arm up, right elbow to the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen, fill the belly up. Exhale, pull the navel in and twist. Inhale, lengthen, and fill the navel center up. Exhale, now draw the navel in and twist. Unwind to center, now take a little walk over here to the right, and just kind of cup your fingertips and just take that. You can kind of press your left hip down and press your left foot down. And then let's lift up. Good. Uncross your legs. We're gonna take another half table. You can take a full. Press into the hands, the feet lift up. Stay here, maybe take your heels to the top of the mat and press. And then let's bend the knees if we extended. Wami here and sit. And roll over your toes. And then let's lift the hips up to the ceiling, but bow in. And then rise up, palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart. So now we're going to come into Chandra Namaskar, one of the variations of this, one of the combinations of postures. All right, let me think. There are pyramid poses in this with a twist, so you could put a block on either end of your mat so that you're prepared. All right, so mountain pose. Lift the arms up, grab the left wrist, lengthen, side bend to the right. Come back to center, separate the hands, grab the right wrist, lengthen, side bend to the left. Come to center, hands to your heart. Now pick up your left heel, step straight back, turn to the side. We're gonna let the arms extend out and bring your feet in Goddess pose. Turn the toes out, heels in, and let's make cactus arms. Press against the feet, straighten the legs out, they widen. Turn the left foot to the back of your mat. Your left leg stays straight, stretch to the left. Triangle pose. There's a different energy to these, right? Rise back up and we'll windmill down. Around the left foot, roll off the right heel, bring your right knee down and reach the arms up, coming into low lunge. Touch the ground on both sides and pick up your right knee. Now we're going to turn to the right. All right, just try to flow with it and be playful. Left foot turning on a side angle, right heel pulls up, crouching tiger. Come back to the center, toes in, heels out, right foot turning, left toes pick up. Come back to center. Now turn to the right foot and bring your left knee down and we'll come into low lunge with the back bend. Bring the hands down. Pick up the back knee. Let's step the left foot forward. We'll keep the right leg straight, lengthen, exhale, fold. I'm having a little thought I might have missed the pyramid on the other side. Keep the left hand down, bring the right arm up. We get another chance. Bring the right hand down. Pivot the left foot to parallel. Now step your left heel back so you can rise up and come into a straight leg position. Stretch to the right and we'll come into triangle pose. Rise up and bend the right knee. Now straighten the right leg. We're gonna bring the feet in. Back to goddess pose. Turn the toes out, heels in. Let's come into this cactus arm goddess. Now press against the feet, open the arms out. Bring the hands to the hips, pivot toward the left foot, roll off the right heel and step in. Now we're gonna do this whole thing on the other side. Chandra Namaskar, reach the arms up, grab the right wrist, let's take a side bend. Come back to center, we'll separate the hands, take a side bend here. Come back to center, pick up your right heel, step straight back, now take the wide-legged position. We'll take the arms out and then bring the feet in, goddess pose with cactus arms. Press against the feet, open the feet wide again, take your right foot, turn it, keep your right foot straight, stretch to the right, triangle pose. Rise back up, we're gonna windmill down around the right foot. We're gonna step into pyramid poses. So you keep your feet, your right foot framing or use a block. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Keep the left hand down, we'll stretch the right arm up. Bring the right hand down, pivot the left heel off, and we'll bring this left knee down and come into our back bend. Low lunge, touch the ground. Pick up the left knee, turn. Now we're gonna take your right foot and turn it on a slight angle, crouching tiger. Come back to the center. Take the left foot, turn it, crouching tiger. Come back to the center, turn to the left foot, and bring your right knee down, low lunge with the back bend. Touch the ground, pick up the right knee, widen your left foot, and take your right foot on a slight angle. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Right hand to the ground, left thumb to your hip crease, Paritta Trikonasana. Bring the left hand down, pivot the right foot to parallel, and you're gonna step it in your right heel in line with your left leg and keep your left leg straight. Stretch to the left, triangle pose. Rise up, take your left foot, turn it in. Bring your feet in, goddess pose. Straighten the legs, toes in, heels out. Hands to the hips, roll off, right foot forward. Off the left heel, step in. Reach the arms up, grab the left wrist, lengthen. Side bend to the right. Come back to center. Separate the hands, grab the wrist, and side bend to the left. Come back to center. Let's bring the palms together at the heart center and just tap in to this lunar, Chandra, lunar energy. The nurturing, supportive, creative, instinctual, expansive aspect of ourselves. Press into the feet, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Lengthen monkey. Open the hands, we'll step into plank pose. You decide, add or subtract your vinyasa. Let's stay for a couple breaths here. Swing the right leg up. Pull the knee in, let's step through with the right foot. Now we'll take another hip opener, forward folding pigeon, or feel free to return to lizard. Right foot to the left side of your mat. If you had a bolster, you could do comfy pigeon that Kat shared with us that we like. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. We've done this shape in different ways today. Let's just dive into our inner space. Now feel free to stay here if you'd like to add a bind here. Really anchor yourself down, lift your pelvic floor. I like to really put my hands on my right thigh and my right ankle, and then bend the left knee, reach and grab the left big toe side of your foot. I'm taking my hand to the top of the foot and I'm seating my rotator cuff. I don't have any discomfort in my shoulder. If you wanted to, you could reach your right arm forward, but keep engaged in the core. Bring the right hand down, release your left foot. All right, let's transition through down dog. If you want to slide into vinyasa, you'll catch us in down dog. Curl the back toes and lift the knees up, and let's take down dog, or feel free to slide in your vinyasa, it's all good. Lift your left leg up, pull your knee in and step through. All right, now we're gonna go into a hip opener. You can take lizard by turning your left foot at a slight angle, right knee down, or left foot to the right side of the mat. Want to take a moment and settle. Engage in the center. Hug the muscles to the bones on the hips. That's the inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Ujjayi pranayama here, or a cleansing breath or a strong exhalation since we're in flexion. Okay. All right, now let's lift the head. If you want to stay where you are, stay put. If you want to come with me and work on the mermaid pose, bend the right knee, reach and grab the right big toe, hand to the top of the foot, seat the rotator cuff. Keep your core activated and stretch your left arm up. Pull your heel towards your armpit. And then release it. All right, let's come to hands and knees here. So down dog, into hands and knees. So we'll come to hands and knees. Touch the big toes together, widen the knees, and just fold here for a moment. And breathe. This is our connection to our deepest self, our self with a capital S. And let's go ahead and let's come in. We'll pull the knees in and come onto the back. Right. Separate your feet nice width apart. Scoot your glute towards your heels. Let's come onto our back. And rest here for a moment. Let's take a moment and we'll just use the cleansing breath. Take a deep breath in with your mouth closed. Exhale, open the mouth and sigh. We'll take a deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Let's do that one more time. So to really move forward and to embrace our purpose, we sort of have to get some of the stuff that's blocking us out of the way. All right, widen your feet. Let's come to cactus arms. And drop your knees to the left. Pull the knees to the center and drop your knees to the right. Pull your knees to center. Bring your feet in, pick up both feet. Now you can stay with the windshield wipers or hug the knees towards your chest and drop your knees to the left. It might feel different now. Hopefully it does. Pull the knees to the center. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drop your knees to the right. Pull the knees to center. Give yourself an embrace. Just hold right here for a moment and be still. And then let your feet touch the ground. And we'll transition to Shavasana. You can stretch your heels straight out. Any props that might serve you. And let's rest here. Shavasana, peaceful pose. And just let yourself rest and relax, restore. And then very slowly, gradually, just begin to transition. No rush. You could stretch your arms above your head, cross to your feet. Nice long stretch. And then draw the knees close to your heart, Apanasana, Nita heart pose. Drop your knees to the left to the right and take a couple of breaths on your side in birth posture, if you'd like. And then press yourself up to seated. Use both hands so that you're gentle on your neck. And let's be back in Sukhasana, sweet seat. Take a moment, align yourself into a straight line. Your palms can press together in front of your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Eyes open or eyes closed. And I'm going to share with you something I've shared with you before. It's absolutely one of my favorite interpretations of some of the Yoga Sutras. It's a modern spin on it. When you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, all of your thoughts break their bonds. Your mind transcends limitations. Your consciousness expands in every direction, and you will find yourself in a new, great, and wonderful world. Dormant forces, faculties, and talents become alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person by far than you ever dreamed yourself to be. Let's let the fingertips come and rest on the third eye, the sixth chakra, Ajna chakra. We'll take a moment here and bow to one another to say namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.